Good evening, Honorable Mayor Del Glaze, council members, and other elected officials and staff. I'm Gina Clayton-Tarvin. I'm a longtime resident and homeowner in Huntington Beach, and I'm also the president of the Ocean View School District Board of Trustees. And actually, I happen to be a dual citizen. I'm an Italian and American citizen, and I've lived in Italy and Croatia, and I have to tell you, bocce is very, very popular, and it's a wonderful game that brings the community together. So I support it. Sounds good. So I'm here tonight to talk about several issues. First, I want to say, from the OVSD Board of Trustees, we send our condolences to those affected by the heinous act of the mass shooting that occurred in Las Vegas, Nevada. We received information today from at least one Ocean View family that their loved one was killed in the shooting, leaving behind a family with children. Our hearts go out to the victims and their families. Second, I want to encourage you this evening to take a step back and listen to your constituents before making any binding decision about the makeup of the Community Services Commission in item 11. It's my humble opinion that it may have been a hasty decision to bring forth an agenda item to change the composition of the commission. I was made aware by Huntington Beach Union High School District and the Huntington Beach City School District leadership that they were displeased with what occurred. I can tell you at Ocean View, we weren't surprised, and we know that it's the city's prerogative to make changes to their own commissions, but know that the residents were listening. Most residents of Huntington Beach have either attended our public schools or sent their children through them and have a special affinity for the school districts. They want voting representation for the school districts on the commission, knowing that several of the districts, including Ocean View, in fact, own multiple pocket parks that the city calls their own. Therefore, I encourage you this evening to think about the positive common good that the city and the school districts can do together. Lastly, I want to encourage all of you council members to support Council Member O'Connell's Agenda Item 12. Thank you, Councilman, for bringing this item forward. Thank you for hearing the voices of your constituents and for taking action. This ad hoc committee needs to be formed, and tonight is your chance to do so. As you all know, the city receives substantial royalty revenue based on oil and natural gas production onshore and offshore. And living with hydrogen sulfide or sour gas is an old story in Huntington Beach, but it's beginning to happen more often in our oil-producing town. Neither the state nor the federal government tracks the amount of hydrogen sulfide production, but complaints related to hydrogen sulfide are actually growing in our city. And that's according to reports and documentation from the AQMD as well. Just because oil and gas have been produced in HB for years doesn't mean that these companies get to gross pollute. That's against the law. So, in closing, I will ask you, please, do your due diligence and support the item by Councilman O'Connell. It's for the health and safety of Huntington Beach residents. Thank you.